Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've got Simmons. Antetokounmpo is out there with Tatum. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Dort in at the small forward. And for the Spurs, Strep out there with Mullen. Then it's Allen. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Thurman in at center. Well, we're starting to creep, Clark, towards the midway point of the season. Isn't it amazing how fast this season can go by? You and I look at each other and say, wow, can't believe we're already here.
Well, you know, Kevin, I think it's a function of us getting older, if you will. They say time seems to move faster the older you get. But clearly it's the same for the players as far as how fast the season goes. Opening night happens, and then before you know it, the All-Star game is coming up, and then you get to the backside of that, and it's usually all downhill to the playoffs and beyond.
On the free throw, no good.
A young man who has an appetite for greatness, always pushing himself, is Jason Tatum.
Mullen against Tatum. High post Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Halliburton outside. Over Simmons. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. In the corner, Tatum with it. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Giannis, a screen on Halliburton. Over in the corner, Edwards. And here's Giannis from outside. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Pass to Thurman. Allen inside. Edwards defending. Tatum against Halliburton. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Giannis kicks to Edwards. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Edwards. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Edwards is a load to stop on the bounce simply because he's got a football player's build.
Halliburton passes to Allen from downtown. Hits it from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Oh, here's Edwards. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
The decision-making of Antetokounmpo is really brilliant, in a word. He knows when to spot up, he knows when to roll to the bucket off screen, and he knows when to give it up.
Allen with the ball. Edwards defending. Halliburton outside. The 17-footer. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
The Spurs have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Halliburton kicks to Mullen. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Powell, he's checked in for the Lakers. And that one falls for Mullen. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Nuggets in Ball Arena. Edwards looking it over to the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. We talked about their defensive game plan for Giannis, and he told me the best way to guard Giannis is to keep him out of the paint and force him to be a jump shooter. The only problem is no one's figured out how to do that consistently. Giannis always seems to find a way to impose his will. Kevin?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Allen against Simmons. Allen kicks to Mutombo. Halliburton up top, guarded by Powell. Halliburton, no good.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Shot's good by Simmons.
Getting the ball to somebody ready to stroke it. Selfless play by Edwards there.
1:57 left in the first. Outside Mullen. High post Allen. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Allen's got his second bucket of the night.
A pure shooter if there ever was one. Allen easily knocks down the mid-range.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Ball. Outside, Porzingis, a three ball. Dikembe Mutombo grabs the rebound. Connect with it. Barnes on him, and they pick up two.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
The shot by Powell, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Jones in the post. He's covered by Ball. That one falls.
A 7-2 force around the hoop. I think I'd go to Mutombo in the post every trip.
Powell, that's good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to connect. 5 to shoot. Over Barnes, and the Spurs scoring again.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
2 points, that one goes.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
Outside, Jones. From deep three-point land, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's San Antonio up 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
We've got Connect. He's out there with Jones. And it's Kuzi in at the point guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Powell outside. Porzingis with a screen on Halliburton. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know what makes Porzingis a nightmare matchup, guys, is his size, skill, and agility.
Here's Kuzma. He's covered by Ball. With the drive, stolen by Ball. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Tatum passes the ball. Back to Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Spurs with the lead. Inside. Here's Coleman. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists tonight. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. The Spurs making a switch here. Allen's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Edwards is checked in. Down low. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
You know, the defense locked so much into Edwards that it creates opportunities for others.
Pass to Allen. Powell with the steal. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I kick it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play. Back over to you.
He spreads it around. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. He had a nice open look right there. And it's 9 points for Dalton Connect.
Recognizing his teammate had a better shot. Good play and decision by Coleman there.
Halliburton against Edwards. Diabate. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Kuzma. He's covered by Ball. Pass to Coleman. From the stripe. Diabate grabs the board.
Look, when the defense leaves the mid-range open like that, you've got to punish them, or they'll keep letting you shoot it.
The Spurs have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Got a hand on it. Here's Tatum. Throws it down. JT.
Tatum, like most players, is best when he's aggressive and attacking the basket.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. You think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Halliburton against Simmons. Pass to Thurman. Clock at 4. Schrempf kicks to Allen. Uncovered. Almost, but it rolls out. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And the shot goes in. And now a 5-point Laker lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Thurman. Antetokounmpo defending. Back to Halliburton. Over Simmons. San Antonio again missing. Here's Tatum. Tatum using his size inside.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Halliburton on the wing. Guarded by Simmons. Halliburton outside. A rebound by the Lakers. Giannis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Tyrese Halliburton really is just a tremendous passer, Clark. He loves setting guys up.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, that's where he's at his most effective and happiest as a player, it seems. He takes great pride and joy in distributing the ball and running the show for his team. And some might even criticize him for being too selfless at times for the ability he has to score the ball himself.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Shrev passes to Kuzi. 56 seconds left to play in the first half. Shot clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Lakers leading by 9. Edwards with it. Down it goes!
Take that rack down!
What a slam!
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. Pass to Kuzi. The end of the drought. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Ben Simmons. The Spurs have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group. Only around 75%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year. But not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. This game is finished. The highlight reel stuff from Antetokounmpo. My goodness.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Allen surveying the D, and we've reached halftime in this one. Lakers lead by 11. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm here with Coach J.J. Redick. What do your guys need to do to pull off this win?
Just continue to emphasize being organized, both offensively and defensively. We've been in the half-court or in transition, and we've been organized. We've done a really nice job. And overall, our guys fought.
I know you'll keep them organized. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you. And, folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Greetings, everybody. The stories so far revolving around Giannis, the Greek freak, in fine form tonight.
I'll tell you, he doesn't miss many. He can be aggressive and play within himself at the same time. Heck of a first half.
Shaq-like percentages for sure. Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
A bunch of road games coming up. This could be a good challenge for them.
Yeah, it could bond these guys together, help team chemistry. Depends on what these guys are made of. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Dalton Connect.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look. They wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And on the floor for J.J. Redick as we get into the second half. We've got Anthony Edwards. Tatum out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Simmons in at the point guard position.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
It's Schrempf on the wing. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Thurman. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Halliburton. Edwards against Allen. Buries the long-range jumper. Allen's got his 3rd basket of the night.
That is Ray Allen range. Basically, nobody else in the league is making that shot.
Antetokounmpo finds Edwards. Outside, Simmons. Outside, Edwards. Stolen by Allen. From 12 feet out. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Schrempf.
You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Outside, Tatum. Outside for Simmons. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by the Spurs. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Halliburton against Simmons. Here's Schrempf. The 3-pointer off the mark. Lakers leading by 9. To the middle. It's stolen by Edwards. Tipped away. Tatum dishes to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
A combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. 3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Just 5 on the clock. Tatum a screen. Edwards can't hit. Spurs trail by 11. Here's Allen, and he uses the glass on the layup. Allen's got 10 points.
Has the pure athleticism. Allen gets it done inside. Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Coleman's checked in for the Spurs. Connect comes in for Detlef Schrempf. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Powell, he's checked in for Dort. Here's Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
When you look at the length of Antetokounmpo, it really makes it hard for defenders. As a matter of fact, most of the time, they have no chance to deal with it.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
And Clark, one idea that Commissioner Silver mentioned, shortening NBA games to 40 minutes as opposed to the current 48 minutes. What are your thoughts there?
You know, Kevin, I don't know if shortening the game would be an answer. Spencer, I certainly would love to see the season shortened to take maybe 12 to 14 games off the regular season. I think will go a long way to enhancing the season-long quality of play.
Mullen against Edwards. Tatum a screen. The tray. Rebounded by Coleman. Spurs trail by 9. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Allen against Powell. Halliburton right side. Pass to connect. At the elbow, it's Allen. Shot from 12. And it's San Antonio with another. Lakers leading by 7. .152 left here in the third quarter. Tatum with the screen on Allen. Edwards finds Tatum. To the inside. And to Tacumbo. A rebound by the Spurs. Coleman's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Allen. Here's Connect. Beyond the arc. And Simmons with the rebound. Here's Edwards. Edwards at the rim.
Rising up for the throwdown. Major hops from Edwards.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Substitution on the court.
Jones against Powell. 55 seconds left in the third. Count that one. And now that's 11 points for Dalton Connect.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Porzingis can't hit. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Here's Coleman. Pass to Kuzi. Just 5 to shoot. The layup off target.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Here's Diabate. Off target at the rim. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 14 points. Jones is out there with Connect. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Coleman in at the 5. Home in the paint. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
Ball likes that pick and roll action now. He's excellent at running. He's got a lot of experience doing it. He knows when to pass it or when to take the shot himself.
Here's Kuzi. Pass to Coleman. Inside. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Kuzi.
I tell you, Kuzi is pretty crafty down there on the block. Has that sense of how to score in traffic.
Basket good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
When you've got the slick passing skills that Ball has, You love exploiting the defense in the pick and roll.
Powell against Halliburton. Pass to Coleman. Clock at 6. Back to Halliburton. It's over Powell. Halliburton, no good.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time some.
Yeah, and in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Kuzi passes to Coleman. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yes, sir. Coleman knows a thing or two or three about flushing it home.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Ray Allen, he's checked in for Jones. Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. Edwards comes in for Powell. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what J.J. Redick was saying to the team. And Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. No good from outside. Outside, Edwards. Edwards on the ball.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness. Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Halliburton for 3. Lakers with the rebound.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. The Lakers moving the ball around. Allen with it. Picked up by Edwards. Here's Coleman. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Los Angeles leading by 13. Edwards, no good. Here's Kuzi. He's covered by Ball. Here's the screen. Connect with it. 13 feet away. Rebounded by Tatum. Lakers leading by 13. Now Vanderbilt. Tatum outside. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Tatum. Great job by Tatum in close.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one. Doing it all.
San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Some changes for the Lakers. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Porzingis. Dort comes in for Vanderbilt. And Simmons subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Mullen up top, defended by Dort. Halliburton against Simmons. Allen a screen on Simmons. Shot clock at 5. Halliburton, pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
High energy throwdown that time by Halliburton, not wasting any time or motion.
Now Dort from deep, and it misses.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Now Halliburton.
Nice job by Halliburton, showing you the toughness.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more...
The previous play is under review.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology we've seen.
The ruling on the floor stands.
Something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And the first one at the line is good.
Seems like Halliburton is always looking to do a little more, always making the extra effort. That's fairly rare.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Lakers leading by 11. Now here's Tatum. Puts up a three. Tatum drills it from distance.
Really smooth release from Tatum on that three. Makes that shot look effortless.
Simmons against Halliburton. Now Allen. 1:11 left in the game. Antetokounmpo with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Los Angeles.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Anthony Edwards.
He was superb as a facilitator. Really orchestrated things offensively, created a lot of opportunities for ready shooters.
Edwards missed on the three. Butler outside. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo. Oh, the one-handed hammer. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Giannis, a tremendous performance. What enabled you to win this game so convincingly?
It was a team effort. I think we came out, we did not mess around with the game. We did our job, we defended, we moved the ball. That's why we were able to close the game.
Giannis always recognizing the importance of his teammates. Thanks so much, Giannis.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And now we present the player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
off. At 6', number 3, Allen Iverson.
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. And now the Los Angeles starters. Jason Tatum out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Edwards in at the shooting guard position. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Alex Sarr, and it's Worthy in at the 3. Ooh, a very interesting matchup we have at the center spot tonight, Tim.
Yeah, the battle of the bigs will loom large in this one. Let's keep an eye on points in the paint. That could be a key indicator of who's winning that matchup.
Always fun to watch a good big man matchup, even with the guys who can shoot these days.
No doubt about it. Versatility at that spot is key.
And that one drops.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
And that begins what should be a terrific battle between these teams.
Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
From deep, Sarr hits the three-pointer. Sarr's got his second bucket on the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Now here's Edwards. Boy, so much fun watching him score the ball. He's averaging a little more than 36 a game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's gotten his second bucket. Black outside. Out left to the wing. Here's Sarr. The rebound by Simmons.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Black with it. Picked up by Tatum. Pass to Howard. This one for 3. Rebound by the Lakers. Dort outside. Dort, a screen on Howard. Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Poor rim. Tatum plays with such an edge.
And let's send it over to Ali LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. Coach reminded his guys that Giannis is one of the most dangerous players out there. He told his forwards that anytime he takes 2 steps, they'll need to impose their will to limit momentum. He said, quote, "If we're intimidated, we've already lost. Step up and deny his path." Back to you, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Ali. Antetokounmpo finds Dort. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
And clearly Dort knows how to operate inside, making his way to a high percentage shot.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Johnson, he's checked in for Portland.
Let's get crazy fans. Welcome to the floor.
Blazers trail by 3. It might not always show up on the stat sheet, but Lou Dort is one of the most feared defenders around, Legs.
Well, he's built like a middle linebacker, and he brings a high level of physicality. B.A., there's a reason he's earned the nickname the Torture Chamber.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And there it is for him.
And showing off his IQ right there. Simmons keeps things simple in pick and rolls and takes what he sees.
Outside Johnson. Off target from three-point range.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
It's Edwards with a drive. It's hauled in by Black.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Worthy passes to Black. Now Howard. Here's Johnson. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Now here's Edwards. He's guarded closely, and he drives in, and it's rejected. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Powell, he's checked in for Dort. Here's Edwards. Again, the miss by Edwards.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Johnson. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got his fourth rebound in this one.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Worthy passes to Sarr. Just 5 to shoot. Portland moving it around. Black, no good.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss. Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Blazers trail by 5. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Lakers will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Diabate comes in for Tatum. Hart's checked in for Edwards. And it's Ball in for Simmons. Now here's Sarr. 5 points in the game.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. The Lakers lead by 3. And it's time for an injury report.
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with Portland's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Unfortunate for him personally, but he has been given the go-ahead from the team. We'll see what he chooses to do, given the unlikelihood that they make the playoffs.
Thanks for the update there, Allie.
Well, he certainly didn't envision his season going like this, but it happens to the best of them, and now it's all about how you respond to it.
The Lakers have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. Here's Powell. Rebounded by Johnson. Portland has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Pass to Iverson. To the wing, right side. And 1:01 left to play in the first. That one's good. This game is all even.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Powell. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night now. He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Pass to Johnson. The 3. Offensive board. And Tisdale gets it to go. Tisdale's got 7 points in the game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Powell. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time.
Well, I'd watch him the rest of the game because he is seeing a lot of shots drop.
Here's Tisdale. Pass to Owens. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Now here's Powell. Defense is right there. Lays it up and banks it in. 7 points in the game.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Lakers on top. They're up by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
And Tatum's got the ball here for Los Angeles. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Owens out there with Johnson. And it's Tisdale in at the center position. That's the group for Portland starting the second. Just 5 on the clock. The kick to Tatum. There's the triple. Ball outside from behind the arc. It's Edwards on the wing. Tries yet again. It's good. Edwards, what strength.
You got to bring more muscle if you want to stop Edwards from scoring. He's gifted at converting through contact.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Portland trailing here. Here's Johnson. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
So both teams changing it up here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Oh, ripped away. And here's the fast break. Pushing it up now. Oh, Edwards bringing the heat.
Can you say terrific athlete? Edwards just enjoys getting deep positioning and rising up for the slam.
Black with it. Guarded now by Ball. The kick out to Johnson. Again, the miss by Portland. The Lakers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. And Edwards slams it in.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Iverson passes to Howard. Here's Iverson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, it seems like players today have more freedom with their shot selection than ever before, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., there's no question about it. I think you could actually make the argument coaches are particular in a different way. They're looking more for threes, layups, and dunks, not as much from the mid-range. And if you can add that shot, really makes you stand out.
So interesting. I've seen coaches take players out for not shooting open shots.
Oh, I wish I had that coaching when I played.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards. That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Blazers trail by 5. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And there's the screen. 5 on the clock. Johnson passes to Iverson. Fires the three. Diabate grabs the board. Los Angeles leading by 5. Down low. Here's Tatum. It's Tatum working inside.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And the Blazers making a change here. Sarr's checked in, and then for Los Angeles, Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Diabate. Powell comes in for Vanderbilt, and Simmons is subbed in for Ball. Pass to Howard. Portland moving it around. Sarr with a screen on Edwards. To the paint. And finished off by Sarr.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Back to you guys.
It sure does. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Here's Iverson, guarded by Edwards, and the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Here's Worthy. No points yet. Black passes to Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical.
Here's Edwards. And the layup is good. Edwards has got 14.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Blazers trail by 9. Here's Iverson. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Lakers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 9.
Great awareness from Ant to locate his teammate for the score.
Portland has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Pass to Iverson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the second. Shot clock at 6. Portland needs to get off a shot here. He gets it in there. Sarr's got 4 points in the quarter.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Porzingis is checked in for Los Angeles. Lou Dort comes in for Powell. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 16-5 run. Antetokounmpo against Howard. Outside Edwards. And gets it to go, despite getting hit on the shot.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Blazers trail by 11. Iverson passes to Sarr. Black outside. Clock at 6. Back to Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Now Simmons. They kick it out to Porzingis. No good from outside.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Black. Pass to Iverson. Back to Black. Good D by Simmons. On offense, here are the Lakers. They're on an 18-7 run. Dort, the pass to Simmons. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now here's Edwards. Simmons looking around. They kick it out to Porzingis. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Simmons. And the Lakers lead by 11.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
And regardless of the big lead, he just doesn't slow down.
And that concludes the first half. It's Los Angeles. They're up by 11. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first.
In that game against the Knicks, no one's picking them. Maybe if they play mistake-free ball, they'll have a chance. But a slim one at best.
I'm sure someone in the world is picking them. And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Anytime they sniff the paint, it's a bucket. And they found different ways to do it.
Yeah, their game plan gets the Shaq seal of approval. Get it inside and hit them hard.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
So it's Los Angeles now. They lead by 11. And the Lakers, looking at who they've got. We've got Barnes. Ball is out there with Powell. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Porzingis in at center. Driving in. Shot's good by Sarr. Sarr's got 13.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And obviously, we know so many kids dream of being a professional athlete. But when did that become a real goal of yours, Legs?
Well, B.A., honestly, about the age of 8, I thought I was headed for the major leagues. That all changed with a 7-inch growth spurt in one school year. Decided to try basketball for the first time, and man, am I glad I did.
Blazers trail by 10. Here's Iverson over Powell. Nails the 16-footer. Iverson's got his second basket.
Anytime you get an easy shot in this league, your confidence level goes up. That's exactly what happened there.
Ball left side. Powell surveying the D. 6 on the shot clock. He can't hit that time. And for the Trailblazers, their shooting has been good. 54% on this one. Black with it. Guarded now by Ball. Here's Iverson. Banked it in off the glass. Iverson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
Ball outside. Pass to Porzingis. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Sarr.
It's really good to see Kristaps inside forcing the issue. We know his outside abilities, but he can also bang down low.
Both good from the line that time.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
Counted.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And it's a completely new group for the Lakers. The Lakers lead by 6. Antetokounmpo finds Edwards. Back to Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Sarr. Pass to Black. Here's Iverson. Six to shoot. To the middle. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, VA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Simmons. Blocked. And he's able to get it back. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Antetokounmpo, left side. Pass to Dort. Intercepted. Here's Iverson. He has 7. Sarr passes to Black. From deep. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Antetokounmpo has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Outside for Dort. Tatum from long range. Second chance effort. And rejected. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Sarr. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
And that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. 5 to shoot. Simmons, the pass to Dort. The three-pointer off the mark. Blazers trail by 4. Pass to Tisdale. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Antetokounmpo has got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, my. Edwards looking to demoralize the defense a little with that one.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. Johnson, he's checked in for Portland. Powell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside Johnson. Pass to Tisdale. And here's Black. Puts up a 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Simmons, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Ooh, Giannis using his length inside.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Pass to Johnson. Launches it. Sinks it from distance. Johnson's got 8.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Over to the left wing. Howard against Tatum. Powell, a screen on Howard. Here's Tatum. Okay! Tatum punching it home.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Pass to Tisdale. And he gets that one. 9 points in the game.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Johnson. Inside. It's stolen by Johnson. Takes a 13-footer, and it's Portland scoring again. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trey Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
Looking at who's out there for Portland now. Bradley comes in for Howard, and Owens is subbed in for Black. And the Lakers will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Diabate comes in for Jason Tatum. Barnes, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Ben Simmons. Pass to Owens. Powell with a steal. And it's Ball off the drive. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for Los Angeles?
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
And I'd say offensive rebounding has also been a big factor as well. And not just getting the boards, but more importantly, converting those into second chance points.
He's got a big speed advantage in that matchup. Could be a blow-by every single time.
Powell. Owens grabs the board. Blazers trail by 7. Pass to Iverson. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Powell with a steal. Goes up from the top of the key. Rebounded by Johnson. Here's Bradley. Tisdale passes to Bradley. Johnson for 3. And the three-pointer goes. And now it's just a 4-point Laker lead.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. It's Los Angeles up by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Owens, and it's Bradley in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Iverson passes to Johnson. The shot comes out. And it's Powell with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Iverson, hounded by Ball. Spins. Goes up on the wing. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. The Lakers lead by 4. Outside Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Iverson, hounded by Ball. From 18 feet away. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Now here's Tatum. The D's right on him. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That'll be a second foul of the game. Sarge checked in for Bradley. And then for Los Angeles, Diabate comes in for Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Edwards in for Powell. Pass to Sarr. Here's the 3. Iverson can't hit.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Oh, the block just stops it cold and takes possession. Here's the teardrop. Owens, no good. The Lakers lead by 8. There's the steal. To the inside. Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Yeah, great play from Edwards off the pick and roll. Moving the ball around and get another guy a shot.
Here's Iverson, hounded by Ball. Looking to get back on track. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Shot is good by Edwards.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Blazers trail by 10. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Johnson. Drills the elbow jumper.
As cold as he was in the first half, he's done a great job regrouping and turning things around after the break.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Diabate. Dort comes in.
I'm tired of these little hip ass bitch niggas. You hear me? They got a lick back. They got their lick back. Oh shit.
For Vanderbilt, and Simmons is subbed in for Ball. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. And Los Angeles making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Black outside. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
Porzingis with a screen on Howard. Tatum fires. Rebounded by Sarr.
Big rebound there. Now the question is, can they be better on the boards down the stretch? Remains to be seen.
Here's Iverson, guarded by Edwards, cleared away by Edwards.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Here's Iverson, Dort defending. Bucket is good!
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Yeah, look at the concentration. Through contact, Edwards gets the shot off. Just a tremendous fight.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Vanderbilt's checked in for Tatum. Barnes comes in for Dort. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Simmons. And great passing, so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, B.A., is I think the top of the list belongs to a center. That's right. Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability unquestioned.
The truth is, this season was a test. Real young and reckless bitches can be hosted. They do what the fuck they want. But the real question is, who's gonna line these bitches up and put them in check when it's time to handle the business?
You use $8?
About
I think Apple said $8. I'm like, yo.
The best we have ever seen at the center position.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
Maybe never will either.
Blazers trail by 9. Here's Worthy. Now covers.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 2, James Worthy.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. Los Angeles leading by 9. Powell outside. Shot from 16. Rebounded by Sarr. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And the three misses. The Lakers shooting 58% from the floor. Terrific here in the fourth.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Lakers.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they've made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that anytime momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year. And what a huge performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
Outside Porzingis.
At 7'3", Porzingis is a problem. Really makes defenses settle for fouling him and hoping he misses.
Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Both free throws good from Porzingis.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their teams.
And he slams it down. Lonzo, he's off from 3. So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Giannis, congratulations. How did your team come out on top tonight?
We just play hard and we play defense. That's the most important thing. So that's what we do. We play defense. We rebound the ball. We run. That's what we did tonight. We play defense.
Defense wins championships. Thanks, Giannis.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.